Welcome to Floating Nifty Podcast. This is Shiuwen.
And this is
From
Noah.
sorry.
Noah in Taiwan. Again.
Shiuwen in Seattle. And I just can see that today's episode is particularly exciting to me. First of all is Noah is gonna share some of his experience that he didn't talk to me ahead of the time. So I'm also like everybody else, like a listener today. So it's very exciting. And then secondly is he's gonna brew furry crepe. I currently don't have the tea right in front of me. So once again, I'm drinking some wild grow 乐山红水 here, just because it's like almost 7.
It's like
7
the tea.
p.m.
That's like the podcast tea right now for you.
No. Today I actually thought about, if we are gonna meet today to record, I am thinking that we should do furry crepe. And so what happened is, in the morning in the shop, I drank last crops of furry crepe. Yeah. And then so I thought, well, then I'll bring a little bit of this crops furry crepe home so that we can drink it together. But no problem. Next episode, I think that we can drink the same tea together because you actually shipped me some tea.
Yeah, I shipped out some tea a couple days ago.
I think they should arrive by Wednesday,
yeah.
And I'm super excited. Yeah. So okay, then I will actually follow your lead to see what you want to talk about, and I'll be a listener. And what's difference between me and the other listeners is I get to ask questions right now.
So I chose to drink the furry crab today because I went to go see our teacher, and the furry crab is our teacher's tea. I actually went to go see our teacher yesterday for the first time since I've been in Taiwan. It's been really busy. So I finally got a chance to go see him, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah, emotionally intense to see him.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, just like, I think I've said this before on the podcast. Roasting tea is something that I've wanted for such a long time. I've wanted to do for such a long time. So kind of like starting the process of learning it is like intense. But also, I mean, very exciting, and and we didn't actually roast tea yesterday. We just kind of sat and drank tea and talked for a while. He told me a lot of stuff about tea roasting.
Oh wow! Already yesterday?
Yeah, he started talking about tea roasting, and pretty much as soon as I sat down, he just started talking about stuff.
You didn't say, "Teacher, please hold your horses. My brain is fried. Can we just drink tea today, please?"
So I got out my recorder. And recorded everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I can come back to it.
Yes.
And I can send you the file too.
Yes.
There's like 2 things on the outside, because the way he talks is kind of like he doesn't say anything, and then you ask him a question or he thinks of something to say, and then he just kind of like keeps going like a slow train, like with a huge amount of force, but at very slow speed for a long time.
Yes.
So there was like
it's a wonderful description.
Yeah. There was like two stops on the train that I didn't catch.
Okay.
One at the beginning, and one at the end. And the one at the beginning was pretty easy to remember. It was just about like how to build the roasting room, and how not to build the roasting room. So that was I was pretty easy to write that down after I got home.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, I can't wait to listen to the recording and to see what he said. Yeah,
it's crazy deep. And you know what I was thinking about a lot while talking to him. Of course, learning to roast tea is like the main goal coming back here right now.
Yes.
Also, the way that he drinks tea is so deep that I'll just give you an example. So,
okay,
we were drinking this tea. It was a Tieguanin,
high
elevation, Lishan Tieguanin.
Oh, Wow, that sounds already exciting.
And he looked at the leaves
Okay.
and he said, and we had another tea there. It was actually the noon picked, what we used to call noon picked tea. It's actually summer picked tea, 50,
Uh-huh.
but roasted 6 times. The same tea.
Oh, the one that we had?
The one that we
the
had.
exact one
yeah,
we had?
yeah. That's what he said. But it was roasted 6 times, so it's really dark.
But you confirm with him that 50 is non-pick tea.
I actually didn't. I didn't confirm anything about what 50 actually means. I just asked him if it's the same. I asked him if it's the same batch of tea from the one that we had. But
we had 2.
yeah, I know. But I assume it's the more recent one. Anyway,
Okay.
we had that tea on the table, and we had the tea guanyin on the table, and he looked at them, and he said, "Drinking tea, looking at tea leaves. You have to use the word guan, observe.
Guan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said, so for example, I'm looking at this tea, the more darker roasted tea, which was the noon pick tea. And then I look at the tea guanyin, and the tea guanyin looks more bright, like it has some kind of light coming off of it.
Uh-huh.
But that's just because I'm comparing it to the other one.
Yes.
So you're not only guan, you don't only observe the tea, you also observe yourself observing the tea. He said, observing tea, you have to put yourself aside and go to a place that's so deep that it hasn't been touched by yourself, so that it's clean, and then you can observe clearly. I was just like, what? Dude, this is really intense for me right now. So then
I know, please do not give me this information.
So then
I am
So then he brewed that tea guanyin, and he took a sip. And he said, it's really 很亮. It's really bright.
Mm-hmm.
When you smell it, it's really bright. When I go to take a taste of it, the tea is not paying attention to us, doesn't really care about us. Yeah.
What does that mean?
不理我们. That's what he said.
So,
And what was interesting was I had taken a sip of the tea, and he said, "Do you like this tea?" And then I said, "Yeah, I do like it. I feel like I need some more time with it because I don't feel like I'm really understanding it at first this time." And he said, and then he said, he just sat there for a minute, and then he said, "Yeah, when I take a sip of this tea, I feel like it's not paying attention to us. It's like it was calling out to us, and then it decided to not pay attention to us. Not very polite." And then we took another sip of the tea. They brewed another infusion of the same tea. He took a sip.
Uh-huh.
And smelled the empty cup.
Yeah.
And he said, This tea is like at a banquet." I said, "Like at a banquet?" He said, "Yeah, at Taiwan, we have these banquets for like a wedding or something like that. Where, the ladies dress up in really colorful clothing and there's a lot of food to eat." I said, "Okay, yeah, understand, got it." He said, "This tea is like you're at one of these banquets. And it's really lively, there's lots of people having fun. But for some reason, you feel really lonely."
Oh.
And
my God,
and
I'm gonna cry.
I took a sip of that tea, and I was like crying because to be honest, it's kind of similar to my feeling in Taiwan this time. There's so many. There's so many wonderful people, and there's so much wonderful things to do. And there's so many wonderful things to eat. But at the same time, I feel kind of lonely. So that tea really touched me.
But maybe we shouldn't buy that tea.
So anyway, what teacher's doing with his tea is in a way, you know, it's really touching the soul, you know? It's really touching the soul. And it made me realize, like, I came home, I was thinking so much, like what do I really want to learn, you know, in doing tea? And I want to learn that clarity, to see something that, you know, see something that clearly, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm always amazed by teachers' capacity to roast tea and to work with tea that way. But I mean, you and I talked about it before. His capacity to choose tea is incredible, and how he drink tea with people in like any of the tea sessions I have with him. It's like really low key. We don't need to stay silent, or, you know, like have to sit up straight and anything. And just like yesterday, you walk into the room and he hit you with that tea. And I honestly don't know if he knew it ahead of time or just subconsciously. He is so tuned in with a lot of guests that ever walk into that room. And drink tea with him, sometimes those moments hit that you just feel like somebody see you.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So clearly. Yeah, somebody see you so clearly through a tea that he put in front of you and start talking to you. And,
yeah,
just by your description, I didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be wonderful that I was there, but I'm actually on tears right now too, because I can feel it.
Yeah, we can understand.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Okay, day one with him.
Yeah, really intense. So, and then what was interesting was also just to watch him as like an artisan. He drank that tea, that same tea we're drinking, and he's like, you know, I'm pretty happy with how this is right now. At the end, there's like an empty space where the tea kind of becomes dark. You can't see it very, very clearly. I think I can use fire and clear that out. So I think I'll roast it again.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
the 50 tea?
No, not the 50, the one the Taiwan.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he was like they were also actually they were tasting tea themselves that day. It was actually only the people that worked there when I went in.
Oh, lucky. That's the most lucky moment.
Yeah. It was just me and then them. And they were tasting.
That's the selfish. Oh,
they were
okay.
tasting teas to buy spring tea, and they were drinking a fragrant alisan, and then the assistant was there, and the teacher's daughter was there, and they're like, oh, this tea's pretty good, right, teacher? He's like, I think I could roast this one, and they're like, teacher, no, we need some kind of fragrant teas on our menu. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh,
and then he said he said to me, like, there's some teas that they're so, what did he say? It's almost like they're empty, like there's no flavor. It's almost like drinking like pure boiled water. And those teas you can't really sell to customers because people aren't going to understand them. But those are the teas that are the most fun for me to roast. Let me go grab one for you. And then he went into the back room, and then he forgot what he was doing, and he grabbed he grabbed the pu'er tea instead, because they wanted him to grab some other stuff. So I hope one day I can drink whatever he's talking about with that tea, because I think that the assistant was like, Noah's not gonna buy that tea. Can we try something else? We're trying to get work done right here. So we didn't end up drinking that one, but I think we will someday.
Oh, yeah, remind him and he might forget though.
Yeah, I know.
What did I talk about that? Why would I say that?
Yeah, I know.
But you were so lucky yesterday. I think some of the best moments that I had with him is it's just like me and either the friend but not like a stranger in a room for me, not other customers. And those are the most epic moments. And that's very selfish part of me, that when I go in there, I always wish that there are no other customers.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, because his attention have to be divided, right, by other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but when he can drink tea just with like the same person or the same group of one or two people, 2 or 3 people, it's like he's talking to in a way he's talking to the same group, that he can focus in one thing, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, that already sound really spectacular. Wow.
And he invited me to come back, and they're going to start roasting tea on Monday, which is in Taiwan. That's tomorrow.
Oh, so you have to go in tomorrow?
I'm going to go in tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, cool. When they like just started the charcoal?
Yeah, they're just going to start lighting the charcoal. And they said to get there around 1:30 so I can see the whole process.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Get all your gear ready.
Yeah, I know.
Record and record.
Yeah.
I am so excited for you. My God.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So maybe talk about the tea you are drinking, man.
Yeah.
The furry crab, since I don't have the tea.
Yeah. Right now when I'm drinking the tea, it feels much more open than it has in weeks. More open than it has since I got to Taiwan, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's not much of it. I actually have it on the site right now. It's the same as last furry crab, but it's grown in Yunnan. It's made with a furry crab cultivar, which is related to Taiwanin. The broth is oxidized pretty heavily, or the tea is oxidized pretty heavily, so the broth is like almost red, and it's not roasted very heavy.
I mean, I'm not very good at describing a specific taste. But I remember I tasted this specific crab maybe like once or twice. And I remember it has a really particular fruit taste that I quite like it. And I like to brew. I actually really enjoy brewing a furry crab nowadays, because the previous crab gave me a wonderful lesson on who I am as a tea brewer, and keep working with me. And I'm just, now I just, really like learn to love, this specific farmer's, furry crab.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough energy, and there's also something, because I think the fruit taste that it is a sweeter, and I'm not sure if I don't eat a lot of sweets, like sugary kind of a stuff. But when it comes to tea, like I've been drinking Hong Shui a lot. I drink sweeter tea a lot. Like I don't add sugar inside, but it just, the tea tastes more like darker sweet, like dark fruit, or what is that? Sugar and what is the other sugar that I tried to say, and then I forgot. I cannot recall it in my brain right now. And I feel like I have been like more leaned towards to those teas in this past month or so, because they feel comforting to me. And remember before, I always like those like darker roasted teas, like full roast dongding, or like dark roast this and dark roast that. Those teas, I'm not drinking it too much recently, unless it's like really cold and raining outside. I was like, I need one of those. Yeah. But in a daily basis, when I practice tea brewing in the morning, those teas feel like almost like a little bit too harsh for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, I think I'm like in a space like I am still. Just to be honest with people, I'm stressed out, I need something that is a little bit softer, sweeter, and comforting.
Yeah. And furry crab is, it's really sweet and comforting.
Yeah. It's a different style than the comfort part of it is very different from what is that? Hong Shui Oolong. But there's a bright part of it underneath that it feels like pretty lively at the same time. So I was just like, wow, I would like to drink this tea to feel the tea is comforting, sweet, and to feel it's lively and can lift up the spirits a little bit. and not too weak either, because some of the light teas are bright and really uplifting, but the body feels a little bit too light for me. So I think I just found something in the middle that it just feels like just right for my condition right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time talking about this tea. I'm having a really nice session with it. But after last night, it's hard for me to articulate.
Sure. And sometimes I think after almost a really profound session with him, it's like the way that he can talk about things and describe tea is like, for me, it's like I can't even come close.
Yeah. And
so it kind of leaves me like sometimes feel almost a little bit confused with myself. Just like you ask yourself, what do I exactly want to learn in tea?
Yeah.
You know, it can be like, because it's almost like too big. When you say, you know, when I say I want to learn clarity, whoa.
Well, I think what teacher keeps teaching, and it's like the same thing over and over again, and that's what's kind of interesting about it, is it's not like it's not changed at all. Every session, of course, is different, but he keeps coming back to the same thing, which is to observe clearly. And it's like the tea moves so fast, and that's what we're starting to realize, right? Is a good tea moves really, really fast. It's too fast for you to see.
Yes.
If you're not really clear. And he kept using the word 障碍.
障碍.
Yeah, like
obstacles.
Obstacles. Yeah, you
or blocks.
You block yourself if you think. There's no time to think, right? He said there's not even time to feel, to感觉. He said you have to be far, you know, further back from a clear point of view. And it just like when I'm drinking the tea right now, it's like I could say like the flavors that I'm noticing or the texture that I'm noticing in my mouth, but after the session yesterday, I was kind of shocked. It's like, well, you know, what am I really saying when I'm saying something about a tea, you know?
Yeah. There's so much behind it, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, behind the texture, the taste, the smell, the feeling, and then eventually like what exactly is that feeling, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He said, I don't taste tea with my mouth.
Oh.
He said, I taste tea with my nose.
He said
He said 鼻孔, my nasal cavity, right? Or
鼻孔.
鼻孔.
他说他用鼻孔喝茶.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said it's only way to be only way to be fast enough.
I am going to use a straw then. Do I do 2 straws?
Yeah, I think you need 2 straws.
Nostril?
You have to wait for it to cool down a little bit, though.
Oh, damn it. Then I cannot do it. I need to drink my tea hot.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, there's just so much to it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of like, I'm a little bit shocked right now. So
That's fine. That's fine.
Tea tastes good. That's all I can say, really. It tastes really good.
What a nice salesman.
Yeah, right.
This furry crab tastes really good.
It tastes good.
It does taste good. I think I tried twice or something. So
you can go look at my description online if you want to see when I wasn't quite so shocked how I would talk about it.
Yeah, just read the descriptions, people.
But yeah, we drank a lot of teas last night. We drank a lot of tea. We drank a pour.
Oh, really?
We drank some pour tea as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then that 高山铁观音 and so many paste, so many roasts of unpack tea or summer tea.
Yeah, we drank that unpack tea. We drank a 3 roasted one and we drank a 6 roasted one. The same tea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So teacher just likes to keep roasting his tea. I think he really just likes to roast tea.
Maybe he found something and then he want to make it better. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Or like show a different personality and stuff. I totally can see that. Kind of fun.
We drank a baozhong too.
Oh,
Yeah. He said they usually don't
Wow.
don't drink too much baozhong, but this year they found a really amazing one.
huh.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is from?
No, I didn't ask where it's from, but it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Really expensive
In what
though.
way? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It was just really beautiful. Like
Uh,
like the fragrance was just so incredibly beautiful, and then the you know, the body, everything was you know, it was delicate but really well put together, and really bright, you know, because baozhong is a bright tea. Yeah, it was great, but he said sometimes I have teas that I don't even plan on selling. I just want to brew them for people and just be like, yeah, I have this kind of tea too. Like I'll brew it for a customer and just be like, yeah, I have this kind of tea.
what when you say, yeah, I have this kind of tea, it's more like, well, I never really sell baozhong, so yes, I have this kind of tea, or yeah, I have this kind of tea.
More like the second one. Yeah, he wasn't just talking about baozhong. He was talking about like the really expensive teas that he can't really afford to resell it. Just drink it himself, but share it with customers and just be like, you know, we have this kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
He said, 我也有这种茶.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, good tea, when you drink it, it's like sometimes the best, you know, like it can be really good solo, but like the best time is with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, everybody on the table is just like, around the table is just like, wow.
Like getting it, right? It's like, just like, dang, this is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, there is a sometimes a price, you know, consideration, right?
Yeah.
Like that is so expensive, right? So yeah, here you go.
Yeah, I think he said the baozhong was just like way too expensive. It's not feasible.
Wow. So it must be really expensive then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he actually carry pretty expensive teas already. Yeah. Huh. Wow. Well, that farmer probably will feel a little bit disappointed.
and he said that they only had 5 gene of that tea anyway. The farmer was only able to produce 5 gene of that tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, is that normal to you guys for you guys to get like 5 gene of a tea? And he said, yeah, good tea. A lot of times they only produce like 5 gene, 10 gene maybe, you know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Very minimal.
Yeah, really small production.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So each gin is 600 grams.
Yeah.
And the farmer only produce very minimum amount of tea that day.
Yeah. So in other words, four 150 gram bags. So like if 20 people bought a 150 gram bag, then it would be all gone.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So it was a pretty incredible session. It was that kind of session where like for me, I was just learning so much that my mind was like almost racing the entire time, trying to keep up with what was happening. So in the moment, I was like, at the same time, I was like really blown away. I was also like kind of like freaked out because it was so crazy. And then I came home and just kept thinking about it, and I'm still kind of processing it. Yeah.
Well, that's really nice that that you share with people, and since I met him before many times. You serious? You brought me to the session. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have one more. You should hear something else to bring you to the session.
Okay.
We drank a pu'er tea that was really good. He said, "This is the kind of tea I'm drinking right now." I said, "Okay, cool." And then I smelled it. It was like it was kind of funky. It was like 2007, I think. So it's been around for a while. It was like a very masculine pu'er, but in the realm, in complexity, in the realm of the mooncake.
Sorry.
It was
People.
It was really something.
There was a tea that when I took a sip there one time in 2018, I believe. Is it 2018? I took a sip and then I was like, wow, I have to buy this. And then he said, do not buy this cake, it's too expensive. So me and Noah and Jake, and a friend called Rich. We just hide a corner and like when he says expensive, how much do you think?
Hey, don't pull me into this. You guys were in the corner talking about that. I was at the table drinking the tea because it was really good.
Yeah, but I was like, I think Jake should put down a number and I put down a number too. And then Rich was like, do not buy that tea, Shiuwen.
Yeah, I know. Because he's very practical. But
and then you were like, you left the conversation, but I was obsessed.
I know,
with
you were
that
obsessed.
cake
You were obsessed. And I was just like, dude, I'm just going to drink the tea right now because I don't know if we're going to buy it. I'm just going to drink it right now because this is amazing.
Oh, but he have the masculine part of that tea.
It's not even like related. Just like it's on the same.
I know.
It's on the same level. Yeah, but very masculine, very funky and strong. Okay. And he's like, we drank that banjang from the tube. He said, I give this tea 85%. I said
the banjang tea 85%.
Yeah. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Then what about the one that we just drank? He's like, other teas can't compete with that tea. He said, if any other tea can compete with that tea, maybe the Shiuwen, the mooncake that we have, can compete with that tea. And then maybe one other tea that I didn't recognize the name of can compete with that tea. But other than that, yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah, so did
you ask if he have anything for sale?
I asked him. They kept saying we'll have to check. I said if I can buy a cake, let me know because I really want to share this one with Shiuwen. And they're like I'll have to check if we have any.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I really want to try. Oh my god. Okay.
And it was insane. It was insane.
And he said that's a tea he has been drinking?
Yeah, it's a tea
he's into?
Yeah, it's a tea he's into.
Basically, it's those like unbeatable teas, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get one.
I know, me too.
Okay, where can we borrow money?
So those are like the kind of teas that if we can get a hold of it, those are the kind of teas that we are like, yeah, I have this kind of tea.
I have those kind of tea
too.
Exactly.
So if you guys,
no problem.
You guys ever come to the shop once it's like safe to drink tea together again, and we bring out a tea and we're like, yeah, I have this kind of tea, then you'll know like what we're doing. We're like just like, yeah, this is really good, right? Yeah, I don't have any for sale, but it's really good, right?
And then we have that 85% tea too.
Oh, we do. Yeah,
we have that banjang.
Which was great last night. It was great to drink that tea. But after
oh, you guys drank the banjang too?
Yeah, we drank the banjang too.
Oh my god!
And then it was like much softer. It was like a much gentler tea. Oh. It was a much gentler tea. I always thought of the banjang as being pretty masculine, but
I should try that. I have not drank that tea.
I know.
For
I hadn't either.
Like 2 years.
Yeah, probably.
Like 2 years.
Maybe like a year. Probably a year.
A year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we drank it. A while. It's been a while though. Whatever it is. But
I think more than a year for me. I brought that tea to China.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember.
And I don't think I drank it after I came back from the Taiji trip.
Oh, crazy. Okay. Maybe
so
then.
Yeah,
maybe it's been that long.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
Well, it tastes great right now. Yeah.
That's really great to know.
Yeah.
I have his 85% tea.
Yeah, you should drink it again. It is really good.
Oh, then I have half a cake of that unbeatable tea. Not the one that you said, but we have some.
Yeah.
We have some Shiuwen.
And then I was talking to them about the banjang. I said sometimes this tea is I said 这个茶会跟我们凶凶. Like it's rough, it's tough with us. It's tough on us, maybe. It's tough on us.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
They thought it was really funny when I said that.
You should tell him that 很凶的茶, the really angry tea, like not angry, like rough teacher's tea, will be that 1 year that Yunnan Tie.
I told them that too. And they're like, I think I can understand the banjang would be tough on you, but the Tieguanin, I don't understand. I can't understand. And I said, yeah, that tea's been it's like slapping my face. And he's like, it's kind of like, what did I say? I said, it's kind of like yelling at us, or like ma woman, like yelling at us sometimes. And teacher's like, it might be not very polite sometimes, but I don't think it'll yell at you. He said,
maybe we're too wimpy.
He said, maybe you guys are randomly thinking about other stuff when you're brewing the tea. 乱想. He said, maybe you're randomly thinking about other stuff when you're brewing the tea. I said, oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I am thinking about other stuff all the time.
Yeah.
It's called monkey mind.
Monkey mind.
Yeah. I still couldn't really hold up a tea session in my tea brewing that my mind didn't go away.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really hard, like.
But aren't they tasting new teas yesterday? Why are they tasting those pours?
I think they just wanted to brew them for me. Teacher just wanted to brew them for me. Yeah.
Oh.
It was really sweet. He was bringing a lot of good tea for me.
Wow. Day one.
Yeah, I know.
Shock you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Did you find Did you find anything that you wanted to buy?
I want to get
besides that poor tea.
Yeah. I want to get the noon pick tea actually. I'm really interested in getting some of that. I asked them about the price a couple of times, and then they were like about to say it, and then got distracted. Because teacher had to make the decision on what the price would be. They don't have very much. They have like a very small amount of that tea left. But I thought it would be kind of fun to put on the site for people, as long as the price isn't too crazy. Yeah. Just there's probably like 3 gene or something like that. And then I'll send you a bag. You can drink some too. And then I'll put a little bit on the site just so people can taste that. Because it's a pretty spectacular tea. And then after it's been roasted like that, the feeling is much different.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been roasted really dark.
I would love to taste.
It's roasted almost as dark as that. Remember that spring fragrant dongding from him?
Yeah.
That really dark one? Charcoal dongding, but really darkly roasted.
春香哦.
春香.
Oh.
Yeah, there was one that was really
like
darkly
that.
roasted. Yeah, it's like that dark. It's like really dark. I mean, it's been roasted 6 times.
Wow, cool. That sounds like just one of the best tea session with teacher.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
And you recorded the whole conversation?
Pretty much, yeah. There was like I said, the thing at the beginning talking about the roasting room, I didn't record, but I remember everything because I wrote it all down.
Okay.
That was more like specific stuff, like the room shouldn't be too big,
Oh, okay.
More technical stuff.
Maybe. Yeah, to confine the qi in there.
Yeah. And then
maybe, yeah.
And then at the end, the part that I really should have recorded, but I'd already put away my recorder, I didn't understand almost anything that was said. It was really deep.
I mean, I think that the core essence is really what we really want to practice through his teaching, right? But I think this time he say even more than in the past. So I think there's something I might be able to grasp a little bit, especially the part that if you truly want to drink tea, you need to use that part of you that is not contaminated or polluted. Yeah. And I think I will have to think so much about that. Like, what does that mean? Where can I find it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I think if you can find that place, then you can understand it. It's just about finding that place.
Yeah. So, wow, that is really good.
Yeah. So it was,
I think a huge part of it you can use it, right? Because you were speaking Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese part I'll cut it out. That wasn't that big. I can cut that part of it out.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing the experience with us. This is I don't know how people will feel, but this is fantastic to me. Yeah, to bring me into that session, it's just fantastic, and to just be showered even just a little bit indirectly by his wisdom. This is what I need, and this is what I want. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for
now you are the bridge.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be able to talk to you about it. It's good to be able to talk to you about it. Well, like if it's just in my head by myself, it's like it's a lot to hold on to and think about. So it's good to be able to process it a little bit.
Yeah, and let me listen to the recording, and then we can in a way like digest the teaching even a little bit further.
Yeah. If you listen to it, I'm sure you'll pick up on a lot of stuff that I was not understanding at the time. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and I think that's it. The furry crab tastes really good.
Yeah.
Noah couldn't describe anything at this moment because his mind was still too blown by the session with our teacher yesterday.
But it tastes good.
If you need to know what it really tastes like, please read the descriptions at floatingleaf.com.
Yes.
And maybe in the end, I would like to thank the customers that who have ordered from floatingleaf.com. This first round, we officially started to ship tea out of Taipei, and there were so many bumps that we didn't know that it will occur. And
just one thing after the other just kept happening on this side, including paper shortage. So we weren't able to get the right size of cardboard box, and like duties and fees that we weren't expecting. And software issues. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. That's why I haven't been out doing more tea stuff. I think that the timing is actually good, like going to see teacher just the day before a podcast, so I can really digest stuff a little bit. And I think now things are moving a little bit more smoothly. I'll be able to go out and do more tea stuff. But yeah, it's been crazy. But I like having you guys. I read an email from a customer last night, right before I went to bed. Shout out to Jim.
Jim?
Yeah, Jim.
Oh, Jim? Yeah. Okay.
And I felt really touched by the email. Just so supportive,
Yeah.
I mean, Jim,
you guys.
Jim, you're always so supportive, but I really needed that right now because it's been crazy, and I really appreciate it. And everyone that's bought tea has been, in this last week since we opened has been, that support is means a lot to us.
Yeah, really supportive. We couldn't send out your tea within 48 hours because they couldn't find boxes.
Yeah.
And DHL didn't work at that time, and then you guys were just like, hey, it's okay. And I can tell that you really mean it. And thank you so much. And also a big shout out to some of my tea colleagues that to be able to talk to them who either experience the difficulties before or currently are experience the shipping difficulties at this moment. Like just to talk to somebody who kind of can feel what I'm feeling right now and what we are feeling, it's just precious to me. And we'll do a post on that, maybe on Instagram or Facebook or maybe in the next podcast to give them a really big shout out. Yeah. Because we would like to we continue to talk to more vendors in a lot of places, and then I would like to do a all together shout out in one episode. So nobody felt that they are left out and that kind of stuff. But sincerely, we are so grateful, and we will continue to work underneath a lot of stress.
Yep.
Since it's a pandemic time, I don't think the issues will be resolved with any kind of easy ways in a way, but we have faith that people's support and our dedication will carry us through.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. So and big shout out to Noah and Sunny.
Yes. Sure.
I just cannot. I mean, I think I can imagine the stress you guys are experiencing. And big shout out to myself. I am experiencing the stress in a really different way, and this is very new to me because I am not there. And this kind of stress is very different. It's very different. It's that long distance. Try to talk to you guys. Try to be supportive. Try to want to resolve the problems, and then just feel like, well, I'm not there to find boxes with you.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and et cetera, et cetera. So, and to feel that you guys are stressed out, then I feel bad too, you know. And so, but it's a life process, and I have faith. It's just getting us stronger.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's just getting.
Agreed.
It's just getting us stronger, and
Yeah.
I deeply believe that we can do this. We stay flexible. Anything need to be changed, have to be changed. But there's only one way. It's called forward. Yeah. And when I have that in my mind, no matter how much the stress is hitting me, I saw the goal of when we started to have this transition. And I know that it's the right goal. It's the goal that we want. And when I see that, I say we move forward. No problem.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, just have to bear more. And then we see that goal. I mean, just like even like yesterday, I think your session with teacher will bring me back to my own center and say, it's okay, no matter how difficult it is. Hey, you know what? That's your only day one with him. Not like in the past, we saw him once a year and for like 3 hours.
Yeah, and
that was it.
And this session, I didn't even end up buying any tea yet, right? So
I know. I was just like, did you buy any tea?
I was just drinking tea. Like I was like, oh, do you guys have the Lalashan Hong Shui right now? And they're like, oh yeah. And then they're like, let's drink it another day if you're going to be here for a while.
What?
Yeah.
It's just like, teacher, need to put it on the menu, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shiuwen said we really need to put more tea on the menu. Customer said we have to put more tea on the menu.
Exactly.
Today, actually, a customer came into the store. She's like, so you guys are like really, really oolong people, huh? I said, but with other teas. Well, your website only have 8 oolongs. You are really this specific? I said, not really. It's a new season and it's a new place, and so we were only able to find 8 teas right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you have other teas here? I said, yes, we do. That one is for Taiwan. Oh. So she ended up buying green tea.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So I think that's it for the day. And then it's fantastic. And thank you, everybody out there who support us.
Yes.
This means a lot to us. Thank you. And happy tea drinking. We will see you on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.